Graviteam Tactics is still one of the best simulators in 2023, especially for a 7-year-old game. In this battle alone, we have Churchills, Shermans, and T-34s all on the USSR side, with DLC ranging from Cold War, Iran-Iraq War, all the way to the modern era, but it's primarily a World War II simulator. It does have some clunky controls, but I'm in the new skirmish mode. Can I say new skirmish mode? Because for the last 200 hours, I have never seen this skirmish mode before. And if we just take a look at some of these detailed models, they're by far some of the best models in battle going on right now. We have players, they are under contact. This Churchill is exposing its rear. But honestly, I'm in the skirmish mode, so everything's really like streamlined in this mode. So if I were to hit control backspace, I did not know this. Everything is just getting blown up right now. I like absolutely, like I'm surprised that our Churchills aren't even in combat yet. All our heavy tanks just sitting here chilling. They popped off a few shots. We have artillery suppressing the enemy. What's going on right now is our sending these Churchills down this road in a column. But it looks like we're getting some firefighters breaking out on our flank while we're suppressing the enemy over here on this right-hand side. We have lots of rocket launchers and artillery designated over there to kind of secure that objective and push the enemy off of it. Alright, oh, what's this guy doing? Alright, what do we have here? I'm not good at it. That's a German tank destroyer moving up. What else do we have here? He's picking up a lot of dust, really experienced. He's moving in a column down this road. Alright, some good little deflections right there. Ooh, we have some, this is like some intense urban combat, so they're really exposing our flanks. If we can get like a good line of sight on them, we can basically eliminate this whole German column. Look at all that dust, man. Anyway, we're in the skirmish mode right now that things have calmed down a little bit. These guys are marking that they're under fire right now. Our units are basically annihilated. We do have some units over there. I don't think we're taking a good little approach, especially now that these tanks have the high ground. But if we were to hit control backspace and bring everything up, alright, so a T-34 is looking to be engaging those tanks. It's a medium tank. I'm not sure how he's going to fare against that tank destroyer or that Panzer, but he's moving in a column. So much artillery. Alright, that German tank is definitely having combat. He's definitely moving to get us in a good position to range us. Alright, we got 2 vehicles down, I believe. Yeah, this we lost a tread right there. Those tank destroyers are really gonna wreak havoc on us. This guy kind of relied super heavily on our artillery at this moment in time. That could have been a mistake. I'm not quite sure. But our T-34 is backing up a little bit. Our Shermans are kind of getting into a better position. We've lost 1 Sherman, 2 Sherman. We have a fairly small force right now. 2 Sherman. Let's take a look. Where's this guy at? Let's zoom out. He wasn't giving orders, actually. Where is he at? Alright, so he's engaging. Let's have him move up and kind of secure. Have him move into a line, like an assault position. So what that's going to do, so this game is definitely worth it in 2023, man. We have so many down tanks, though. We, like, truly lost that initial engagement. So we lost the initiative right there. But, I mean, we basically suppressed that town over there, so if there's anyone over there, they're going to have a bad time. Unfortunately, with this valley, we're going to have to cross it. So maybe we should have had better fire support. What's this guy doing? Has he been? No, that's our T-34. He's backing up. What's the Sherman doing? What is Churchill? He's still moving up. I would like to get him some support because he doesn't really have anything. This whole platoon is basically down. That's our command platoon. They're slowly moving up. There we go. Churchill. This should be an intense tank engagement. What are these guys gonna kiss? What's going on with this AI right here? I guess maybe our infantry can kind of neutralize that a little bit. Like, you're looking the wrong way, you're looking the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Because he fired off one shot, and that's very clearly an enemy. So these guys are basically pushing down this hillside. Where's our T-34s that we have? Why is that guy exploding? That tank is looking in a completely wrong direction. All right, so our Churchill's turning around. That must be grenades on him. So we have infantry down here that are just throwing grenades onto this guy. This Churchill just seems to be lost. Can you turn around? He's opting to just ignore all these tanks, which is kind of strange. Is he panicked or something? Let's control backspace and see what this guy's up to, because he's very clearly blind. Encirclement, so he's not much of an encirclement, not much of a level of fire. He's engaging someone at the top of the hill. I don't know if I agree with that. All right, we have these guys moving up. So a lot of our artillery is kind of chilled out a little bit. Let's see what we got going on. Now we have to get a little firefight break. So these panzers and tank destroyers are really wreaking havoc on us. Ooh, what'd he get? He's fighting some panzers and tank destroyers pretty far out there. We need tank destroyers. We have some small machine gun fire right here. We have this Churchill that's I don't know what to say about this. He's opted to just engage tanks up here on this hillside, which is perfectly fine. Looks like he chose to take out a recon vehicle. I guess that's one less thing. So, but we still have these two tanks down in this valley. One took a grenade to it. I'm not sure where they went. Nope, they're right there. They're slowly working their way up. He just got, there goes that Churchill right there. Alright, he's under heavy artillery fire. He's got to fall back, which he's doing. So, oh, he's retreating. He's a full route. Alright, so we got a full route. Alright, what are these guys doing? This is our T-34 and our Churchills. The skirmish mode's a bit weird. I don't think we can move forward. We have some scouts. So this is a really small road. A lot of smoke right there. I'm surprised I don't have any smoke. They must have orders. So we are engaging some targets off here in the distance. So would I recommend this? So this is first. Look at that. Oh, come on. Where our camera's like stuck? Alright, that should have disabled his track. Ain't no way. Yeah, they're down. Alright, another round. Take this guy out. Man, who's engaging you? You're just like chilling. Come on. What are you putting, like high explosives into him? Put a Sabo. All right, well, he's leaving. I mean, maybe that's a good little, maybe that's good for us. That's a good route. I'd rather it be a destroy. So that, I guess that kind of frees up these guys over here on this hillside. Lots of Churchills. Churchills so far not my favorite tank. They just seem to be underperforming. Down there in the distance. And look at that. We got lots of fire, and these Churchills are just not taking out that tank destroyer. Kind of wasting a lot of rounds on him. I wouldn't. It looks to be neutralized, but we don't know. Look at all that smoke right there in the middle. So we still have some Panzers over here harassing us. What's that? This one Panzer. Still slowly moving up to our side. That was my plan. Maybe we picked a bad set of tanks. Maybe Sherman's Panzers or Sherman's Churchills and T-34s weren't the most ideal tank to take on a bunch of Panzers and tank destroyers. So is it worth playing in 2023? This weird AI right here, this weird interaction really bothered me. I don't know why it bothered me so much, but just seeing that like play out the way it did really bothered me, and it reminds me of that like a lot of Graviteam issues still aren't fixed with the AI. Like there's been a lot of improvements, a lot of updates, but man, I am so bothered by this like tank engagement right here. That should have been like a lot of fun. That Churchill should have been that Panzer up on the hill. It was absolutely fantastic, and I truly enjoyed the opening. Graviteam does have a lot of mechanics that are like unique to it, like move behind armor, and you can kind of set up fun little skirmishes. And like you saw, man, we absolutely leveled this town up here with so much artillery. But this was once like a little German village or a little Russian village. The sound is a bit too high. I need to adjust it a little bit. Some more sound balancing, and obviously there's still a lot of frame issues wrong with Graviteam, especially once things start popping off. And then we have like this Panzer over here that's just hammering away at our Churchill that can't really seem to get a good line of sight on anything. Beyond all of that, I would like to see, I mean, skirmish is nice to like have this reduced a little bit. I don't really know why they opted to like not have that in skirmish. That's kind of strange to me. So normally in this wheel you have a lot of other things like units move behind armor, and I feel like those aren't really the confusing mechanics that are within Graviteam. The confusing mechanics are like all of this, right? This is what's confusing, and then like all of this is a bit confusing as well. And then we didn't even mess with any of our AI. So is it worth it in 2023? I mean, absolutely. It's still a real fun game. There's a lot of good cinematic moments. It's one of the best, like, graphically, simulators, and it's less micro-intense and more macro-focused. So, yeah, I mean, I would say if you got, pick it up on sale. I always have fun, man. I had so much fun in the beginning, and I imagine I'm going to have fun later. I've done around 200 hours into Graviteam. That smoke cloud's still absolutely amazing. I mean, battlefield changes and everything. And this is just a small skirmish. We could have went all the way to like extra large. Like I said, there's so much DLC. You're going to find something to love in this game, or at least a DLC that's going to interest you. And then this is just was meant to be like a small, tight, close urban combat, and that's absolutely what it was. And there's obviously confusion in urban combat, so we could kind of chalk it up to the AI just being confused right there. And over here we are coming under a bit. I would like to do like a mainly infantry battle in this. That might be a lot of fun with a lot of artillery focus with some tank support. But overall, it's fun, man. Check it out. I think you should play in 2023. Add it to your Steam library and just play skirmish. Find something to love. Find something to play. And it's still one of the best sims. That's all I can say about it, man. Peace.